So today I wanted to show you the difference between the Collective Minds Dual Sense charging dock versus the PlayStation 5 charging dock. This will be the Collective Minds, and this will be the official one from Sony. The Collective Minds I bought from GameStop. It was $20 versus the official Sony one, which is available everywhere for $30, so $10 more. I bought this one just because it was cheap and available. The Sony wasn't available at that time of purchase. So let's see. This camera, I have to do a manual focus every time I move everything. So dual charge supports two controllers, but I'll show you the problem with it in a second. So I have the official PS5 controller here, and then when we put it on top, you can kind of see it from here. Let's see if this camera can focus on it. Everything has to be a manual focus on this thing. You can see it clicks in to expose the pins that touch the bottom of the controller. You have a plastic nub that goes in the, I guess, the audio port to hold everything steady, so when the weight of it will push the plastic in to expose the pins. You can see the pins there, but there's a problem. When you set this in, it's super wobbly. It's actually not hard to get it to sit, but my worry, like most other cheap controller docks, is that it just won't sit properly, because sometimes you can tell it leans to the left or leans to the right. It's just super wobbly. The base itself also wobbles a little bit, so there's a cable management built in, but it just keeps popping out. So sometimes it just pops out and wobbles, so everything on this is just super wobbly. The other major problem, which I didn't know about, is that this doesn't come with a charging brick. They expect you to plug this straight into the front of the PlayStation 5 console via USB-C. I suppose you could use any other brick. I just hate that it didn't come with anything, and the cable is short. It's, I don't know, 2 or 3 feet. On the other hand, the Sony DualSense charger has a power brick that you can plug into a wall. That portion is fairly long, so you can tell this portion that plugs into the actual charging stand is about the same length as the Collective Minds version, but then you have all this extra length to add to it. The controller, it doesn't wobble from side to side. I have to actually physically move it to make it wobble. It almost touches whatever surface that you have it set on. It's just off by a couple millimeters. So yeah, it just feels a little more sturdy. But with the PlayStation 5 official one, it's the same sort of design. There's a piece of plastic that clicks in from the weight of the controller that exposes the pins. It's not as deep, but it also is a lot more sturdy. So if I could suggest one, I would suggest the official Sony one, not the Collective Minds. Even though you do save $10, I suppose that it'll work fine. I just don't like the build quality, or the design, or the lack of a power brick. For $10 more, I'd rather get something that seems like it'll last the entire length of the life cycle of the PlayStation 5. So I would recommend that $30 one. And then Ronald, filming this today, I'm going to send you your PlayStation 5 today. So Merry Christmas. I got mine set up already.